Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our nation has to offer, especially health care. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
What was the straw that broke the camel's back? Dominic Carter here with you this morning, 800-848-9222. President Trump announcing Republican Senator Markwayne Mullin of Oklahoma will replace Kristi Noem as the Department of Homeland Security Secretary. The president made the announcement on social media, saying he was pleased to announce, in his words, the highly respected United States Senator from the great state of Oklahoma will become the United States Secretary of Homeland Security, effective at the end of this month on March 31st of this year. So how did we get here? That's the question. Apparently, the president had privately expressed deep frustration over Noem's two-day testimony during the Senate Judiciary Committee hearing that happened on Tuesday. The issue at hand, $220 million in television ads that featured Noem prominently, which she said the president had signed off on it. She testified, quote, "We had that conversation, yes." The senator that was asking her that question, John Kennedy, had this to say.
The president, when he called me Tuesday night, the night of the hearing, when he was mad as a murder hornet, he asked me what I thought about Markwayne, and I said, A, I like him. B, he's very smart. C, he's a very good businessman. And D, if I didn't believe the few things I just told you, I'd lie to you because Markwayne would whip my ass.
And so there you have it, Senator Kennedy, the person that questioned Kristi Noem about these TV ads, right? The person that actually questioned her, a fellow Republican, acknowledging that the president called him on Tuesday night and was very, very mad, his word, he went even stronger, about Noem's testimony. And this story has the potential to get very, very messy. Very, very messy. And so the incoming Secretary, Senator Mullin, had this to say.
I'm going to be laser focused on getting that done.
Senator, I just have a really quick question. What was your first reaction to just the news that you were nominated for this position, just amidst everything that's happening?
Humbling, because I had to call my dad, and because it happened quick, right? I had to call my wife and call my dad both, and it's just pretty humbling when you start thinking about it. A little kid from West Oklahoma gets to serve in the president's cabinet. That's pretty neat. So, thank you, guys.
How did you find out? Via the truth?
And I think that just like a really initial question. I mean, there's so many things that's happening within DHS. What would be your main objective or goal?
We got we're gonna get focused on that, and we'll get back to you on certain details.
Yeah.
When do you expect to be confirmed?
Were you surprised, Senator?
The phone call I got from the president was right before the statement went out.
Okay, thank you.
And so, Kristi Noem delivering a speech in Nashville right after she had received the news. But she played it close to the vest. She didn't say anything, but she has issued a statement about serving as secretary and now moving on. This from Fox News.
We have official reaction now from Secretary Noem. She has posted this to X. Thank you, POTUS, for appointing me as the special envoy for the Shield of the Americas. Secretary Rubio and Secretary of War are incredible leaders, and I look forward to working with them closely to dismantle cartels that have poured drugs into our nation and killed our children and grandchildren. The Western Hemisphere is absolutely critical for U.S. security. In this new role, I will be able to build on the partnerships, the national security expertise I forged over the last 13 months as the Secretary of Homeland Security. We have made historic accomplishments at the Department of Homeland Security to make America safe again. We delivered the most secure border in American history. 3 million illegal aliens have left the U.S. We've located 145,000 children. FEMA delivered disaster relief at a 100% faster rate. We ushered in the golden age of travel, saved the American taxpayer $13 billion, and revitalized the U.S. Coast Guard. So Kristi Noem just posting that to X moments ago. Molly?
So how did we get here? How did we get here? And what may have also played a role in this? Well, we know that immigration is the president's top-rated issue with the American people in terms of Americans approving very high numbers of the job the administration has done. And polling has showed that that was starting to dip a bit. And you keep in mind we're heading into the midterms. Then you add the issue of Renee Good, Minnesota, Alex Preddy, Minnesota, who Kristi Noem called a domestic terrorist. I ask again, how did we get here? 800-848-9222. Well, I alluded to this in the 3 p.m. show, and Kristi Noem's answer, and this is a double standard because men don't really have to face questions like this. Her answer on, quote, sexual relations with her top aide, Corey Lewandowski, who also at one point served as the president's campaign manager, apparently was the final straw for President Trump, the New York Post is reporting tonight. That was the final straw. Her stunning answer at the House hearing this time on Wednesday about whether she had, quote, sexual relations with top aide Corey Lewandowski. Now, of course, the secretary is married, and the president had already been reaching a boiling point. And now apparently Corey Lewandowski is also leaving the Department of Homeland Security.
Near constant presence around Kristi Noem when she was DHS Secretary was Corey Lewandowski, someone very familiar to President Trump. I guess they had a phone call today?
They actually had a phone call a couple of days ago as this was heating up, Major, and Noem and Lewandowski were quite aware that the president was not happy with something that Noem said in her testimony to the Senate Judiciary Committee, where she was grilled about this $220 million ad campaign featuring her, in which she urged people who were living in this country illegally to self-deport. And she was grilled by a Republican, John Kennedy of Louisiana, about the price tag. $220 million. Was that really necessary? And she insisted that the president knew all about it and he was fine with the price tag. Well, President Trump apparently was not. He said he was not in the loop. And so he and Lewandowski had what we are told was an acrimonious conversation. And these are two men with a long history, as you know. Lewandowski was Trump's first campaign manager when he ran for president, so they go back a long way. But Lewandowski works much more closely with Noem now, although we understand that not only will she be leaving DHS, but he will be leaving as well.
So again, this story has the potential to get very, very messy. Dominic Carter here with you, 800-848-9222. So what do we know of Senator Markwayne Mullin of Oklahoma? One, if you think this guy is a pushover, think again. He's a former businessman, not a pushover at all. In fact, I want you to hear this from one of the Senate hearings when a union leader testified and Bernie Sanders had to step in between the two in terms of not physically, but verbally as Markwayne Mullin challenged the union leader to basically step outside.
Mr. O'Brien himself, his behavior, as everybody knows, and it's here. And the last time, him and I kind of had a back and forth. Appreciate your demeanor today. It's quite different. But after you left here, you got pretty excited about the keyboard. In fact, you tweeted at me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And let me read what the last one said. It said, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. Sir, I wish he was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company. Myself and my wife was running the office because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, any time, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
No, stop it.
Is that your solution, everybody?
No, sit down. Sit down. Okay. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond?
Hold it. If
Hold
we
on.
can't, no,
This is
I have the
what he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing. And God knows the American people have enough of contempt for Congress. Let's not
I don't
make
like
it worse.
thugs and bullies.
You have,
And that's
you
what-
have
I don't like you because you
Hold
just
it.
described yourself.
Hold it.
So, if you think the incoming secretary is a joke and a pushover, you just heard right there, he is not. He is not. So let's start with your telephone calls. The earlier program, I spoke to Teddy in Yonkers. He's called again. Maybe Teddy's in a better mood right now. Let's see what's going on in his head. Teddy, line 1, what's going on?
Yeah, that senator who's just been appointed, he has to change his conduct, okay? He's a senator, as Bernie Sanders said. And as much as I don't like...
Wait, Teddy. He has to change his conduct. And on the earlier show today, you outright told me I'm a liar, and he has to change his conduct?
Why don't you let me talk? You see, you try to wolf people. Dominic, that's what you... People are calling me all day. They're telling me...
No. I'm tired of listening to your sorry stories about your students calling you. Teddy, what I do with you, Teddy, so that you know, let me tell you, Teddy, what I do. I say push button 1. When you push button 1, Teddy's head is going to explode. That's what I do with you, Teddy. Dominic, night after night, day after day. Go ahead.
Dominic, I'm done with you.
You're done with me. Woo! Woo! He's done with me.
Dominic is done with you.
So now, folks, you just heard Teddy hang up. So don't call tomorrow, Teddy, 3 p.m. Don't call Sunday at 11 p.m. and act like nothing happened, which is what you do all the time. You said you're done with me. So stay done with me, Teddy. Do me a favor. You'd be doing me a favor because you're nothing but a headache, absolute headache. Matt Blaze, I see you laughing. I'm going to get to you in just a second. What are you laughing at?
Dominic, I gotta do some algebra problems. I'm done with you. I got math on my mind.
He called me at 3 o'clock today, yelling and screaming. I'm thinking that he's calmed down. And, I guess he thinks he's a talk show host. I'm just going to let him talk, and let him go on. Anyway, I'm coming back to you soon, Matt Blaze, with your AC/DC shirt on. It is time for a break. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And we are back in a moment, returning to your telephone calls, 800-848-9222. I'm looking at my Twitter, at my X, at Dominic TV. Let's Go Bucks says, if you listen to Dominic Carter for any length of time, you know he wants callers to not give a history lesson. Amen. Let's Go Bucks. But to get to the point, double amen. Let the church say amen. And he's never in the mood for any jokes. You know why I don't like caller jokes. Let's go Bucks. Because I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. But every time a caller tells a joke, it's never funny. And I'm thinking about my ratings that just went, oop, because you think, not you, let's go Bucks, but you think you just told a great joke and about 10 people just turned off the radio based on your great joke, which was not funny. So it happened earlier today. And oh my God, people are sensitive. They wanted the keyboard warriors. They want to say anything they want to say about me and every other host online. Keyboard warriors. And then their mom brings them the cookies and milk and say, Johnny, I know you're 50, but you're going to go on to be a big star in life, right? So anyway, a JL person calls up earlier today, and he wants to make a comment about Kristi Noem riding a horse. Now, I'm sensitive because I know that this story is about to get very messy, and I don't want to go anywhere near that, right, with the female secretary. And knowing that 48 hours ago she was asked about having an affair. I don't want to go anywhere near that. Now, maybe this caller just didn't know, but he got offended that I told him that his joke wasn't funny. That wasn't the end of it. Then he found the need to send me, don't laugh, Matt Blaze, you're encouraging this. He found the need to send me 3 or 4 tweets. I don't have time for this. To respond to someone, Dominic, you're not being fair to me. I listen to you all the time. Why are you laughing, Matt Blaze?
Dominic, 1 + 1 is 2. And Dominic, I'm done with you.
That's good. That's good. Teddy's head is going to explode. Now, Jimmy Fontanez, Staten Island. Jimmy's my man. Jimmy's a great guy. But, Jimmy, you messed up tonight. Jimmy says it's almost Carter time on 77. Well, the local station that we're on in many states right now. And he says, let's do this, right? Which is what I always say. Then this is where he messes up. He says, when it comes to chicken, from one drummer to another, drumsticks are one of the best parts. No, he didn't, Blaze. I'm not a drumstick guy.
Me either.
I'm a white meat breast man.
Yes.
What part of the chicken are you?
The same.
You see?
Absolutely. I hate the drumstick.
Yeah, I mean, I'll eat it if I have nothing else to eat.
Yeah, I mean,
but
like chicken wings. Well, that's
chicken,
wings.
I love chicken wings.
That's
until
different.
I started thinking about that it's the wings of the chicken. And then after I ate 10 wings, and then I'm like, ew. You ever think about that? It's the wing of the chicken that you're throwing in your mouth?
I do not.
You don't think of that, huh?
Nah.
Notice this is our second night conversation about food.
Oh, that's what we think about a lot.
Yeah, you be careful. We're gonna get a call from the dean here. Let's go to Liz in Florida. Let's go to Joel in California, line 1. Joel, what's on your mind?
Yes, good evening, Mr. Carter. My name is Joel from 29 Parts, California. I freaking love you, first-time caller, long-time listener.
Thank you.
I don't know if you. Thank you, sir. I don't know if you know, but Senator Mark Mullin is also a former MMA fighter. I don't know if you guys know that.
I do.
Okay.
I do. And I guess that's why he was challenging the union leader, because anybody, Joel, I want to hear from, well, go ahead. I got 15 seconds for you, Joel. Go ahead.
That was it. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay,
just calling from California. I love you, sir. You're the best.
I love you too, brother. Thank you. Joel, we want to hear from you in the future. Folks, we will be continuing with your telephone calls. The number to reach us live right now, coast to coast, 800-848-9222.
The Dominic Carter Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
In a moment, we'll let you hear part of the Senate hearing that got Kristi Noem, the secretary, in so much hot water with the president. And I can say that definitively because the senator that asked the question, you just heard him, Senator Kennedy, acknowledged publicly that President Trump was livid after her testimony. But first, let's take a few more of your calls, and then we'll get to what she actually said during the hearing. Let's go to line 3, Johnny in Princeton, New Jersey. Good morning, Johnny. What's on your mind?
Good morning, Dominic Carter. My name is Johnny D, where the D stands for drums, and I want to sing a song, Feelings, for Teddy, my good buddy Teddy, who I hear every day, 2 times a day.
So wait a minute. Wait. Why do you want to do a song for Teddy, Johnny?
Because you said that you wanted people to send in cassette tapes, and I said I'm going to do a live version of Feelings in under.
Okay. Well, wait. Well, Johnny. Well, wait. Johnny. How long is it? It can't be too long.
It's under a minute. I promise you.
That's too long. But you got 30 seconds. You better make the best of 30 seconds. I can't let you go for a minute. You got 30 seconds,
Dominic,
Johnny. Go for it.
I won't talk about your great sideburns. I'm going to sing this now. Here I go. Feelings, nothing more than feelings. Trying to forget my feelings of Teddy's love. Teardrops rolling down on my face.
Oh boy.
Trying to forget
Don't
my
laugh, Matt Blaze.
feelings of Teddy's love. Can you hear me, Teddy? Feelings. Wow. Feelings, Teddy. Wow. Feelings, Teddy. Keep calling Teddy for your love. Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. Hey, Johnny, that wasn't too bad, Johnny. You got Matt Blaze and Stitches. Why are you laughing, Matt?
Can you dig it?
Johnny, I'm going to give you mad problems for your singing. I'm about to jump out the window.
Hey, Johnny.
I'm so happy. Dominic Carter, you're the man.
You were pretty good, Johnny. You were pretty good. Teddy's head is about to explode right now.
I'm a drummer. I'm a professional drummer, and I
there
can't
you go.
sing. But
I can't sing either, but it never stops me. Hey, Johnny, thank you for the great call. Thank you, Johnny. Wait a minute here. On line 4, before we get to what the secretary said at the hearing, it says Lou, Long Island, and he has a comment for you, Mr. Blaze. Is that true, Lou?
Oh, yes, Mr. Blaze. Good morning. Your 16-month-old shepherd is like a 13-year-old teenager. They are wild. They test your patience. But she will turn around, and you will have the best companion in your life, a Velcro dog.
My 13-year-old teenager is running out, sneaking out of the house to go meet some boys, is what I feel like.
Oh, boy. Please don't take me back to
16-year-old.
those days. Hey, but no, I'm not going to call your dog a thug. I'm not going to call your dog a thug because then you're going to turn around and call my cat a transgender. So I'm not going to call Samantha a thug. So Lou, you got your point across to Mr. Blaze?
Yes, may I ask one more question? Mr. Blaze, did you do any investigating about what breed of dog you were buying, or was it like an impulse thing? Or this was because they are very protective and they will never leave your side. Did you know that before you got into this?
Yeah, before I had a German Shepherd, before the German Shepherd, I had a Husky, I had an American Eskimo, and as a kid, we had a German Shepherd, right. So I knew.
You're well-versed.
Yeah, I know the breed and how they are. Yeah. And I know that once she hits about somewhere between 18 months to 24 months, she's the switch. It's like a switch, and they become
it's
calm
like a light switch.
Yeah.
They all of a sudden, they calm down.
Well, Lou, thank you for the comparison to a 13-year-old teenager for his dog, Samantha. I can't talk about Samantha anymore because he's going to turn around and talk about my cat. So we're going to leave that alone. 800-848-9222. Blaze, before I get to the secretary testifying at the hearing, you got me in trouble 24 hours ago, right?
How did I get you in trouble, Dominic?
Because you, Mr. Man, brought up White Castle. Mm-hmm. And you took me back down memory lane.
Yes.
And it started calling me. And on one side was the White Castle. On one shoulder was the White Castle. On the other side was Liz in Florida. And Liz's sweet, soft voice was saying, "Don't do it. Don't do it. Go buy some of those carrots. Don't do it." And the devil said, "Don't listen to her."
That's right.
Go ahead and get that White Castle. And so I'm not going to tell you if I ate it, but I bought some
Well, first off, Doc, I saw your picture. Where were you in Quick Mart? Like Quick Stop?
Those that know don't tell.
Those
that know don't tell.
Because those are like, it's White Castle, but you got a real White Castle, not that far. Right. I know where that White Castle is. Remember, I used to go to that White Castle. But I looked like you had like the Mount Ivy Deli or something.
But I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go to the Bronx and go to the one on Fordham. You got to be in the mood. The neighborhood can be shaky sometimes. I didn't want to. Yeah. But until somebody brought up White Castle, I wasn't even thinking about it. So thank you, Matt Blaze. Let's get on to Secretary Kristi Noem. Things have been rocky for a while, but according to published reports and according to Senator Kennedy, this was the straw that broke the camel's back.
How do you square that concern for waste, which I share, with the fact that you have spent $220 million running television advertisements that feature you prominently?
Sir, the president tasked me with getting the message out to the country and to other countries where we were seeing the invasion come from, with putting commercials out that told them that if they were in this country illegally, that they needed to leave, or we would detain them and remove them, and they'd not get the chance to come back to America the right way. That has been extremely effective.
Ask you to run these advertisements, is that right?
We had that conversation, yes, before I was put in this position and sworn in and confirmed, and since then as well.
Okay. Did you bid out those service contracts?
Yes, they did. They went out to a competitive bid, and career officials at the department chose who would do those advertising commercials.
And the people that you ended up picking were people who had formerly done your political work back in South Dakota. Is that right?
No, that's not correct, sir.
I think it is.
No, it's not, sir. The individuals who I believe the careers who they chose were two different media firms. There's been conversation about their subcontractors, but we have no legal authority to look into subcontractors on work like that.
Okay. And you're saying that you're testifying that President Trump approved this ahead of time. Is that my understanding?
We had conversations about making sure that we were telling people.
No, ma'am. I'm asking you, sorry to interrupt, but the president approved ahead of time you spending $220 million running TV ads across the country in which you are featured prominently.
Yes, sir. We went through the legal processes, did it correctly.
Did the president know you were going to do this?
Yes.
He did?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
And one thing, Senator, I think would be helpful to know is how effective that communications has been. That
well, they were
overwhelmingly
effective in your name recognition. I personally just, to me, it puts the president in a terribly awkward spot, and I'm not saying you're not telling the truth. It's just hard for me to believe, knowing the president, as I do, that you said, Mr. President, here's some ads I've cut, and I'm going to spend $220 million running them, that he would have agreed to that. I don't think Russ Vogt at OMB would have agreed to that. It's something we have to defend. I'm on the Appropriations Committee. My research shows that you did not bid them out, that you in fact, one of the people you picked, the strategy group, Safe America Media was a company formed 11 days before you picked them, and that the strategy group got most of the money, and the head of that is married to your former spokesperson. Look, we all have friends who are qualified. I'm not quibbling with that. It troubles me. A fifth to a quarter of $1 billion of taxpayer money when we're scratching for every penny and we're fighting over rescission packages, I just can't agree with Madam Secretary. Are you still running those ads?
No, Senator, I did not have anything to do with picking those contractors. I know politicals at the Department of Homeland Security did.
I understand. Are you
Clear
still running
officials
those
followed
ads?
the competitive bid process for
Are you
that.
still running
Everything
those
was,
ads?
I think the ads are due to end here in March, I think within a week or
So
two.
they
I'm
are
not sure of the
still running?
update. The one that is running is focusing on angel families. Have you seen that? It is the one that's talking about this is our why. This is why we work every day.
Okay.
Is for the angel
I've gotta
families
move
and their
on.
victims that need to.
After
Breaking news.
And this is just coming in. CNN is reporting, you may recall the name of Republican Congressman Tony Gonzalez of Texas. He just made it to a runoff with his reelection bid, but he is dropping out of the race. Gonzalez is the one where a staffer committed suicide after she claimed that, and she was married, that she had an affair with him. And just the other day, he acknowledged a lapse in judgment, and she set herself on fire. He admitted, the congressman, a lapse in judgment and acknowledged the affair. Now he has dropped out. He's giving up his reelection bid. That is Republican Congressman Tony Gonzalez of Texas. So what I find interesting, folks, about the hearing where Secretary Noem was at, that was a Republican questioning her. This is politics of the highest order. And notice that the Senator Kennedy of Louisiana, said that after that hearing was over, he heard directly in a telephone call from President Trump. So a Republican asking questions like that of a Republican secretary, what's the best way I can say this? A term that I always use. Something is rotten in Denmark here, folks. But at the end of the day, Kristi Noem is out, and Senator Mullin is coming in. 800-848-9222. Let's go here. Let's see. Let's go to Mark in Kentucky, line 5. Mark, what's on your mind?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. Go right ahead, please. What's on your mind?
I'm doing well. Let me tell you something. Fetterman, when I made the comment, you know, that I had a stroke, I said something bad about Fetterman that he wouldn't make it as a senator. I was wrong. And this guy is, I hope he switches from Democrat to Republican. Next thing. They make White Castles at the store, so you can go to the store and buy some White Castles for our diabetes that we have. Go get one. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, but you'll feel awful like I did the next day because your health is not that great. Mark, I got to move on because I got to take a break in a second. Thank you for the call. I hope you're well. I hope your wife is well. I hope everything continues to go well for you as you continue to recover from the stroke that you had. The number to reach us right now, folks, 800-848-9222. We see all your calls from New Jersey to Staten Island. We'll get to them with the time we have remaining. Again, the number to reach me, Dominic Carter, right now, big news day, 800-848-9222.
The Dominic Carter Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
Well, Matt Blaze, we're both in trouble now. Liz Rosenblatt on Twitter just posted in caps, what happens in White Castle stays in White Castle. So we're now both on punishment. But now even Liz, even our beloved Liz, now even Liz has got jokes. I don't know about this one, Liz. You ready, Matt Blaze?
I'm thinking we're gonna have to take Liz to White Castle.
Oh, she would just drop and refuse to walk in. So here's the joke from Liz. Why did the tomato blush?
Why?
Because it saw the salad dressing. Hey, but she did have this good comment. She says, here's my thought. For everyone on the stand, I guess at a hearing being questioned, at hearings, there should be a lie detector. I agree with this, attached to them. The answers will come out a whole lot easier. That part is true. That part is true, you know?
The other, they all do this. They all do this.
What?
When they do these hearings, it doesn't matter who you are. When they don't want to answer the question, they just keep talking in circles until eventually, because they know the time is running. So eventually the person goes, I'll take that as a yes, or I'll take that as a no. And I'm always thinking in my head, like, why don't they just literally, like, it's a yes or no question.
No,
why can't you
everybody's
answer?
Posturing for the cameras.
Right.
Everybody wants to be on TV.
But I just
everybody wants their got you moment.
It's a yes or no question. Why can't you just answer yes or no?
No, and you easily get around that if you're a secretary. It's not a yes or no response, and then you go off for another 5 minutes, and then their time is up.
Right.
Let's go to some of these telephone calls here. Let's see. Let's go to Frank in Queens, line 4. Frank, what's on your mind?
Hey, Dominic. I'm a hardcore conservative, a big Trump fan, and as you know, we're unusual here in New York City. And I'm real disappointed that, the Republicans and Trump capitulated on this. I think it sends a bad signal. It shows the Democrats that we're weak. It gives them a playbook now. In every city where we try and force immigration, they're going to do the same thing. And
Okay, but wait. But Frank. First, let's listen to what Hakeem Jeffries, the House Minority Leader, had to say, which is sort of to your point. Hold on for 1 second.
Kristi Noem has been fired, consistent with what we have demanded on behalf of the American people. But let me also make clear, a change in personnel is not sufficient. We need a change in policy. And that has to be bold, dramatic, transformational, and meaningful.
Okay, now, Frank, here's my question to you. Is the goal to win or just to be strong on Republican issues? What if you're the president of the United States, what's the number one goal?
The goal is, of course, to win.
Okay, so if the goal is to win, how could you keep her? Now, remember, we only know what's public. We don't know what's private. And this stuff has the potential to get very, very messy. She would not answer the question on her relationship, meaning whatever that might be, with Corey Lewandowski. We don't know. And so if the president is sitting on a time bomb, he's supposed to let it explode going into the midterms?
Dominic, how many millions of people did Mayorkas let into this country that have killed Americans?
Okay, Frank, they didn't get caught with it. The President Trump is now the man in charge. Is he supposed to blow the midterms so that you're happy?
Dominic, who cares about the midterms if the Republicans?
Are you serious? Who cares about the midterms? If the Democrats take the House, they're going to impeach him. Are you serious? If the Democrats win control, there goes his entire agenda. Are you serious?
Dominic, what's the point of us putting Republicans in power if they're not doing the job we put them in to do?
Well, they got to stay in office to get the job done. You got to win. President Trump, thank you. I'm sorry, Frank, I'm out of time. President Trump is always playing chess, and it's either you with him or you're not, and I'm with him. And he knows stuff about this situation that we don't know, and unfortunately, it is what it is. And in the game of politics, I don't mean to call it a game, but sometimes politics is not pretty. So you find a great job for Kristi Noem. It's time to move on. The Democrats are holding up the funding. You cannot continue at this pace. Something had to give with this situation. I am back later on today at 3 p.m. Do me a favor, folks. Have a lovely day.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?
Rural Americans deserve access to the best our nation has to offer, especially when it comes to health care. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families' health. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.
LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I filed my return, but I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though.
I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.